Okay, so this video is about traveling and overall any new experience that you might have or not have or might be fearful or resistant to trying. The lesson is fuck around and find out. This is the best mantra for absolutely anything in your life. Is that the answer to anything and everything is FAFO. FAFO, fuck around and find out. You gotta dip your toes into the water to know if it's cold for you. If you ask people, how is it to live in Mexico? How is it to live in Costa Rica? How is it to live in Thailand? How is it to live in India? And all they ever heard is crime, fear, poverty, pollution. And they never been there. They never met the people. They never felt the nervous systems of the people. They never felt the nature in the morning, the birds all day long, the body freedom, the skin humidity, where you don't need any moisturizer. You feel flexible because the environment gives you flexibility. If you listen to your grandma who's never been outside her village in her life, and she's afraid of the next village in a small country in Eastern Europe, where everybody's afraid of their neighbor, let alone a distant country they never heard anything positive about. This is the first reason why you should not listen to what people say about other places, other people, experiences of whatever kind. Because most people will not do any of those things. They will just regurgitate headlines. And headlines are there for a reason. And it's not a good one for you to be experiencing new things. The other thing is, so first thing is those people were not there, they did not have the embodied experience. Whatever they're talking about is not coming from here or from their legs or from their arms, which made things, or any of the energy centers which actually were there, absorbed energy, calibrated, recalibrated, stabilized, and got grounded in the hectic environment that perhaps any of this is. And then they can tell you what it really is. Also, the people who have been to places will be able to tell you good and bad things, quote unquote good and bad, let's say pleasant and unpleasant aspects of a place, person, situation. Because they're gonna feel the unpleasant things and hopefully choose the pleasant ones to focus on them. Because this is what it is to be an alchemist, a wanderer, a storyteller. So they have not experienced that at all. So why would you recall their advice? It's just a fear vice. The other aspect is every person is on their own trajectory through life. The people they encounter are going to be based on their previous karma, their virtue stored up based on how they speak, what they eat, who they interact with, the content, the worldview, the energetic hygiene they maintain, demons or angels they maintain in their field, which energies they entertain and maintain, what vices do they refrain from. And based on all this, every person has their own magnetic pull which will filter out certain people and push certain people into their reality, your reality, my reality. And based on those pulls, let me get a good thumbnail. I'm gonna need to practice this. Angels and demons. That's a good one. Every person has their own magnetism, their own reticular RA system, algorithm. Reticular algorithm system. Basically, you can have flowers on the next to the pavement, and you can have poop on the floor. And your reticular system, or your algorithm of life, your magnetic karmic pull, your field, is going to present you with things more or less. So you're going to have to try harder for a while to notice the flowers, and the poop on the floor is just going to be in your face, just like your YouTube algorithm showing you cat videos and people eating videos. Or not, or showing you my videos all the time because you click on every one, because it enriches your spirit every day you look at it, which is why I make it, because it enriches my spirit to speak about it, and then when I see it enriches other people's spirit, it just nourishes me even further. And I love the community. So based on all these things, different people are gonna have different experiences. Someone went to Costa Rica and got robbed on day one, and they went home. And Costa Rica is dangerous, never go there. I fell off my bike, had a hematoma, was in a coma for 5 days, out of my ways, 2 stitches, one here, one here. They shaved my head, that's why it takes time to get the full pineapple again. But we got sprouts. We got the sprouts. And even I was there for like a year total. And the end result, not the end result, but the last thing that happened, one of the last things that happened was my crash and near-death experience. And when I tell other people, when they ask me how was Costa Rica, hey man, I nearly died. Do you think they're ever gonna go there? I'm not gonna tell people that only. And imagine that you go there and you got robbed, and this is the only thing you ever tell people. You don't tell them about the amazing and beautiful nature, about the pace of human breathing, about how nothing is rushed, how it's the country with the happiest people on the planet. But yeah, there's poverty. Yeah, there's trash on the streets. Yeah, the air is not ideal always. Yeah, you gotta wait a decade to get paperwork from legal authorities, because people are like, man, if a sloth can block traffic and get away with it, fuck your taxes, man. Or any societal rushing. So fuck around and find out, guys, with anything in life. If you need more advice on how to dip your toes into new territory and new waters, because I'm the toe dipper. I'm the dipper of many toes so far. I can give you clarity and courage, how to always reprogram and look for the flowers next to the pavement, even there's piles of dog shit on the other side. You know what? The dog shit is fertilizer for the flowers in the pavement. Let's end this video abruptly. And I messed it up, right? Yeah, I did.